Hi, Deborah and team members. Sorry to hear about all that snow you're having up in New York. Down here in what I fondly call the sixth borough of New York, Palm Beach County, I've made this really long list of things I miss about New York proper, and pizza on the top of the list. But I can tell you honestly, nowhere on that list does it appear cold, snow, or ice. I want to thank you for the opportunity to share with you in person, well, kind of in person, my presentation on becoming a leader worth bragging about. As you all know by now, I am Veronica McHugh. I grew up in Middle Village, New York. I went to high school and college in Manhattan. When I got married, I moved to Long Island and earned my master's degree from CW Post and my doctorate degree from Nova Southeastern University down here in Florida. I have 3 grown children and 2 not so grown grandchildren. How many of you were that kid who always knew what they wanted to be when they grew up? Well, I was one of those kids. From the time I was in first grade, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. I even knew I wanted to be a special education teacher. And fortunately, I had that opportunity for many years, teaching everything from middle school English to high school economics. When I became an administrator, I had the opportunity to work in some pretty fantastic schools in New York, Maryland, and Florida. What you might not know, however, is that initially, I wasn't looking to become an administrator. I wanted to stay a classroom teacher with concentration in reading. Unfortunately, back in the day, that really wasn't an option because the courses that were offered on a graduate level were the same exact courses I took undergraduate. Fortunately, though, my advisor offered an alternative. She suggested that I apply for the leadership program. Now, later on, we'll talk about being available to new opportunities, but back in that day, I was just looking to get my master's. I applied for the program, was accepted, and pretty quickly found out that as an administrator, there was a lot that you could do to help students be successful. And the rest, as they say, is history. Now, it was when I was an established leader that I began to develop my own theory on how to become a better administrator.